Really do.
Nothing on the part of Blytz. Kill found for MistR. Fessor follows suit towards MATYS in connector control. Scout for eLiVe does land a decent headshot to Fessor at least. So there is a responsive. The 4 versus 3 with map control gain and a bomb plant secured.
Very good pick coming through from the D, going on to brzer, and now Viggo is starting to fall. The bomb's not planted at all, and the last couple of T's are just lurks.
Advantage. There should be no way out.
No, not at all. Altekz coming through for the back lines. That's a good pick for the eLiVe, and he's got time to work with. If he can continue to draw some further fights, try and fake that he's leaving ramp, he might rotate them.
MistR moving up close. eLiVe needs one good shot. No, not going to find it. Had he landed that shot towards MistR, though, that would have brought to a 1 versus 1 against Fessor on 16 HP, and that as well to try find the entries. But the concern will be that AWP. brzer is watching the short control. AK swings, gets the shot back. 1-on-1. Where's Viggo at? Out towards long, not spotted. Yes, he was actually. Mangs down knows what he can do. Flash over the left-hand side, tap the bomb once, check goose, turn away, look for Viggo with a spray, and he's won it anyway. Enterprise continue the CT undefeated streak.
Oh my goodness. Look, it's going to be so much more successful. Astralis Talent need to keep using nades and slow it down at ramp.
Great flashes in for the CT side. They'll force forward, and MATYS will get his double up. So there it is. Once again, the big element for Enterprise with the rifles pulled out from us and M4 facing towards Viggo. 2 players to wrap in from that side alley position. Viggo's forced to back away as MistR closes in the backstab. myltsi thinks it might be coming in here, and he wins the fight as well. Enterprise coming up with straight blind murder here.
It's normally your Fessor or your brzer that you look at as the 2 guys that are the more consistent elements to Mirage, but sometimes all it takes is that slight going towards the end, and that's what Viggo was able to do.
Well, the odds over at Coolbase still have Enterprise as favourites in this map-up. It is pretty close at the moment, but they are down by 3 rounds. Going into their CT side, though, like a tactical pause for the T half of Astralis. And what's this about? Are they having doubts in the second half?
Well,
Corner. Meanwhile, eLiVe working in towards underpass will try and bracket in that position. Hearing brzer jump facing and now catching the info. They take a quick pop shot towards the man. So only 1 player spotted for Enterprise for now.
They're going to slowly start to see if they can sneak their way in towards this connector control, put some pressure down onto Viggo out there in short, and then start the plane towards A. Astralis Talent playing this retake heavy, and brzer is going to fall early on.
What a shot, what a kill, what a start for Enterprise here. MistR backed up into the back lines of the site over at CT stairs. Altekz gets credited with a kill onto close and personal. Now Blytz and MATYS. Last 2 players left, M4 and AK. Now just the AK remaining. He swings out, gets 1, and struggles so badly with the second. Altekz maintains his life and a triple to this round. A second round for Astralis.
Yeah, Altekz is actually showing up big time here on Vertigo. And as a whole, just some poor fundamentals from Enterprise. They get the 1-for-1. It's a bit of an awkward exchange. And then from that point onwards, it feels like some players are aggressive, some are back passive. manguss getting caught with the flash, can't get the smoke.
CT's thinking about popping open there, and myltsi will catch Fessor off guard. Viggo backs away, and brzer also does the same. Get back towards the sniper's nest in the jungle entrance. Seeing MATYS getting that kill on Viggo's part. Flash in against manguss. Might be aware of the boost up. Didn't hear the jump face from bench, so kill found. Second player also seeing jump off of Viggo. And eLiVe, tapped up by the USP. Quadra for the man. It's 8 for Astralis.
It just feels too stagnant for Enterprise when contact is being made. I think they need to be a little bit more...
But they haven't got the bomb! They've left it back in spawn. They can't get the plant down.
I know this is okay, though. They can work with this. The problem is how much pressure gets applied. Because for Altekz, he's got players aggressing out towards the B stairs. That's the bomb getting dropped. At least they've got time to work with Jay. Over a minute on the clock here.
But it's been brought back to a 3v3, and now Enterprise have the map dominance over the T side line. manguss still lurking back towards this ramp control. Gets a jump on MistR, but MistR there with a responsive. eLiVe found second player also ineffective for Enterprise. They've now siphoned off bombs from any rotation positions. They've got to commit towards the A site. Being a man down, Fessor's backstab could work out, but eLiVe has seen them both now. Shot to connect. MistR actually not quite spotted here. The AK set over towards Gandalf, turning away from flashes. They'll make their way onto the site, and the spray will come through. The kill will get found as a second player back out towards ramp, but 5 seconds. manguss needs to get this kill, and that's secured around itself. Vessel's backstab's got to save that kill. manguss also known here. He sends the flashbang back over, looking at peeking against Altekz and win that fight the same. The long holds from Enterprise have been fantastic so far, and Astralis Talent left out once again.
They've been rock solid, but now you've got to start focusing up over on B, crossing through without that util. The smoke comes through, and they're peeking before the smoke even comes through, Jay. Yeah,
overzealous there from Vigo. Massive mistake from his own part. Should have waited. Had time. They've got so much time still. 1 minute and 15 for Astralis to hit the site. Fessor will get caught. He damaged quite nicely, but Enterprise, as you mentioned, looking confident, looking sharp, looking good in the early part of this matchup. Damage being done to MistR and Fessor in slight amounts here and there. Nothing major so far.
And manguss with a flash over the top. Good util usage there for Enterprise to look forward in towards the upper tunnels. Does commit to the spray for a little bit too long and in fact loses life because of it. And MATYS now in from mid, getting that fight onto brzer and just bangs. And now for Astralis Talent, they've obviously got the recognition that they've moved away from the B stairs, but where to continue making info plays, and that's the bomb already seen. myltsi gets the frag though.
Tagged up to 22 and MistR trying to get that trade back. He's got other players to worry about, turning away from that flashbang. Blytz, shoulder seen, sprayed up to 8 HP. USP pulled out against him. Flashbang again will get him out of dodge. He grabs that M4 and tries to join his teammates.
Even back out towards
SimG, you mentioned they need to see the playmaker from the CT side. He will get checked. He gets quite a lot of damage back, but it is a 4 versus 4.
Well, they're still running into the stack though, Jay. And with time being low, some of this util can really make a difference. This is a good looking round for Astralis Talent.
Eagle shots for Altekz. Nades back to dish out the damage wall. They check quad. 2 players back there. Chance to line up. 1 frag found. Spam away for Vigo. Gets a 2. It's 4 versus 2. As Fessor leans up. eLiVe can get that trade back. Fessor trying to play it safe.
You need to get a move on. Flash coming through. Now the ramp take.
Bruiser's all up in Sniper's Nest. Waiting for contact, waiting for a face. Flash in, perfectly placed. MistR out towards main. eLiVe about to face him. Bomb plant can't be denied from here. It's a kill found. MATYS needs to get the trade together. It's myltsi and MATYS that chime back in. brzer in the 1 versus 3. And there's no money for Astralis Talent here. They'll make their way up. Oh, Enterprise storming ahead on the CT side. Astralis Talent have found no basis to work from here. I don't know where you go, honestly.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you. They've tried a lot of adaptability on the T side. They've tried some quicker stuff. They've tried some slower maneuvers. The issue is the players just aren't putting up the numbers. And it doesn't matter what strat you're calling. If you're not winning out the straight aim fights and you're not getting advantages, you're going to struggle to recover rounds. And for Enterprise,
with 3 versus 3, that damage compounding and taking the player down. There's 3 CTs out here. Rotation out towards mid from myltsi. Might have to be required to deal with some of these individuals. Vigo is fought off by myltsi, part of things. So there comes that kill. Sprays continuously from eLiVe's angle. Tapping forward, trying to get a decent frag together. Blytz finally strikes in from mid, gets that kill. brzer on 6 points of HP. Still landing tags, but shouldn't be able to deny the round here.
Oh, what a recovery this has been from Enterprise when you think about the situation. brzer just seeing if he could find any more from this, get another kill, finding impact frags almost every round with the orb.
Look, as I've always said, it's not over till the 16th round comes in. That's all I'm going to say on this one. And as well as that, not even the 16th round on this particular map, the 16th round of the next map, perhaps. That's the main thing Astralis are looking for. myltsi trying to chime in for now, getting Vigo, but not getting Fessor. A trade is found. manguss turns it into a 3 versus 3 at least, and dives the hell out of Sniper's Nest because he recognizes them coming in.
Cool.
I think he actually believes eLiVe has the bomb. I picked it up and backed away. He's suspecting a rotation. That's why he's looking to the apartments. So eLiVe can grab it and plant it safe or open. Out towards ramp is where that bomb goes down. brzer catches the man regardless as he looks towards CT, trying to outplay the CT side, but got outplayed himself. Astralis Talent regain the lead.
A very good position for brzer to be in, because even though he's rotated over towards that B site, as soon as you get back into the short angle, if
one trade back for manguss at least, but a 1 versus 5 overall to win. No real chance of this one. Astralis going to equalize once again against Enterprise, and I mean, it's kind of appropriate that they find the adjustment off the back of that tactical pause. Now, one didn't even feel like there was much resistance in this round for Enterprise.
No, again, it's baiting a mistake. It's being able to apply the forward stance in from that mid pressure to allow a couple of kills to come through. And we've got to remember too, newly appointed head coach for the Astralis Talent side, a swap was
aggressive up towards mid. The T's will make their way up. They see the next man of Fessor. Molotov's up from MATYS will try driving back. Vigo's watching from the market doorway. Fessor will fall 3 versus 3, and Blytz catches the only angle in which he'll be safe at peaking that position. So an advantage now tips the favor of Enterprise as the bomb goes down here.
Enterprise in the post plants really showing up these last couple of rounds. Altekz doing as much damage, they swing together, and now Bruiser's got to try and clutch again. This looks awfully familiar, but this time around, rather than actually going for it.
There's Blytz in with the opening kill against Fessor. Viggo will find that trade in the end. 4 versus 4, easily maintained here by Astralis Talent. Enterprise working their way into the apartments. They have Altekz and Viggo to try and deal with. Altekz the first man up at the apartments. Just waiting for the utility to get set in before they go for the hit.
Yeah, got another smoke to work with. Could put that down towards that van position, get out towards bench and play a passive. He's lost his teammate, though. They've rotated away.
Still catches MATYS at the right time for them. Quick plays in, fast out of the T side. However, let's see whether they can muster this test. Got one man in MistR, backed up passive over towards the stairs angle. 3 more in rotation from connect to jungle. No smokes down to that position in general. There is one towards top con. It doesn't deny the CT stairs, however. Damage has been done to MistR and brzer. Finally, MistR falls ahead of the AWP. MATYS boosted up to try and continue the engagements against the CT forces, but he backs off in the end. And Molotov's down, the bomb trying to cross, but it's so out in the open. Enterprise, they're backing up themselves. Fessor seen, wrap the corner. MATYS with the kill, kicks things off on the right foot, needs to get Viggo as well and drop that bomb. Effective, efficient. Face out towards mid, sees one player, and MATYS will try challenge on towards that man as he evades the main T-side force into the lower tunnels. 3rd kill for MATYS as the headshot gets landed. eLiVe comes up, Altekz drops, 1v5 for brzer. He's not going much further. All 5 for life for Enterprise, kicking off a confident pistol round.
It comes down in that sort of situation to a couple of aspects. First of all, the distraction being pulled, that myltsi is attempting a duel from that short position.
Out of position, 20 seconds, Astralis making a massive mistake, and it could cost them because now Enterprise have locked out that defensive line. Blytz gets picked up, myltsi drops the same. manguss alone, plenty of lineup potential, but gets none of it out of this particular round. 13 for Astralis now.
And that was the best chance for Enterprise right there. They've just bowled it completely, haven't they? You got yourself in a situation now where that round's pretty much lost you the map, and it could even lose you your game. When you're down by this sort of scoreline on your map pick, think about the mental, what it's going to be like going forward, even into the...
Oh, MistR catches the headshot, but myltsi still defending the bomb itself. Gets a second, tapping forward for the triple. On for the quadra clutch once again at low HP. 17 points of HP to his name. Fessor suppressed in con for now, and myltsi will not look to challenge again.
Try and see if he can spam through the smoke. Might actually work out all right. Oh, he gets behind some harder cover. Gets him behind that triple position. Does he go for the clutch?
He's thinking Sate's now leaning in. Further flashes over, 2 to line up, and MATYS gets a double instead of his own lineup. So it's a 1v5, and Enterprise just trying right back.
Yeah, very scrappy. Anti-force buy again there for Astralis Talent, and this has got to be something that's calmed over from brzer the IGL and Ave the coach. Guys, we need a Titan. We've got to be able to defend better against this, because this has been twice now that Enterprise have just ripped them apart on the force buy, and you're in a position where you've dropped a lot of weapons. That
MistR spray back to 24 HP. Viggo dealt with by 2. Well, nothing really left in it again for the T-side line, trying to rush their way out towards mid and B side. It doesn't quite work out for them. Gligor and MistR will try to get something on the way out of the round, but Altekz, 1 versus 5 for him. Not even any damage done to Enterprise here.
Yeah, excellent round coming through from Enterprise. A slow, aggressive maneuver from manguss towards that bridge area at the bottom of ramp. Does get the information, and now for Enterprise, just play as a unit. Don't offer up any more individual functions. It might do, just with the fact that both teams don't play Dust 2 and both teams aren't successful on this map. Already out towards a long challenge, even though Astralis Talent got the entry, what are they able to do from that point onwards? Blytz now spotting the bomb, getting the information forward.
manguss with a double up, removes brzer and MistR, gets Viggo as well, triple up for the man. And confident stuff from Enterprise to start off this matchup so far.
Yeah, that crossfire being set at B was fairly solid between manguss and Blytz. They just...
Altekz could use that incendiary to force him back, smoke on the bomb to go for the ninja. He's trying to take the direct engagements at 46 HP. That's not a good idea. Playing time, Blytz being careful. Altekz backstabbing against the man. Timing's right. AK watching, turned away at the wrong moment. M4 can strike and he'll get the kill. Altekz wins that clutch. Or does he? I think he's got time for this. Got the kit in play. It's fine. 9 for Astralis.
Playing out aggressively towards the A main angle. Want to try and minimize the distance to an engagement. Even brzer, get a pick in from con, try and fall back, play a passive.
Backed up for now. Smoke set in, flashes over. There comes the kill from Fessor. eLiVe down. Big on a crossfire, gets Blytz. And yeah, this round getting cleaned up pretty effectively. There is one trade at least for the T-side line.
Second back and now start second guessing themselves.
eLiVe and myltsi set with both AKs on the A site here. There's AKs on a live player for Enterprise at the moment. Incendiary set. Smoke's got to go down. eLiVe challenges and will give up his life in the end. Altekz trades back on a man. Flashes in to allow myltsi a bit more backup on Blitz's part. 3v3 scenario, and Astralis will start the rotation back into the B site again.
It's still very important that even the eLiVe's able to fight a pick there. Blytz coming through.
Footsteps taken, Molotov's in. Swing out, wins the fight of the AK. manguss trades right back, grabs the AWP and escapes just about here. Smoke's down for a bit of cover. I think they actually missed out there. He's going to go up to a non-nonsense position. Damage still being done towards manguss. He's down to his angle as well. Eventually taken back through the wallbang by Altekz. And a 4 versus 3 scenario. eLiVe still in the midst of the smoke, close range here at the ramp control. Altekz doesn't see him. Eventually does as he gets up close and personal. Now Blytz and MATYS. Vigo engages to not quite win a fight. Do some damage. Finally, myltsi will end up dropping the low HP player in this exchange. The orb of Altekz leaning forward, and Incendiary is forward towards Vigo's position. He'll make his way forward, and somehow they'll win that fight. Now Blytz, 20 seconds to try and protect himself, to try and stay alive here. Altekz grabbing that bomb, 17 seconds. Footsteps heard to his left and right. Ready for suicide, ready for the backstab. There comes the kill. 10 seconds, sprays back. 1 bullet's all Blytz needs. Altekz needs to land 1 bullet himself. And at long last... MistR's seen him. Smoke clears, kill comes in. myltsi in a 1 versus 3 now. Flashbang evaded. Tried to lean into that cubby corner, catch that player off, but looking the wrong way at the wrong time. That's information gain now for the CTs. And a duel that he just can't win. MistR with a triple, and Astralis with their 4th on the trot.
Yeah, it might be nice to have a tactical timeout coming through at some point in the next few rounds for Enterprise, just to realise, okay, things are getting slightly difficult. Or come that first map of Mirage, he's now dropped 4 kills going into round 20. It's been night and day of how strong Astralis Talent could be. Great nades at least starting off towards that B stairs, but MATYS with the entry, he doesn't even need to see him.
Barely caught him up with the flash, came over at least, so Altekz can fall easy. MistR with a responsive towards MATYS part of things, tagged up early in that exchange. eLiVe to the back line to just alongside manguss. Vigo comes up good against manguss' own part, lines up a double to make it a triple overall. And just like that, eLiVe is alone, dead to brzer. Finally...